Do you have something that you're trying to do, something you're trying to accomplish? Maybe it's writing a book, maybe it's starting a business, maybe it's buying a home. Is it something that you're trying to accomplish, but you feel this resistance? And this resistance is causing you to procrastinate. This resistance is causing you to make excuses. This resistance is this hidden fear inside of you. Well, this resistance is called inertia. Inertia. And the more you procrastinate and the more you make excuses, the more this inertia grows. Well, in this video, I'm not only going to share with you the cure for inertia, but I'm going to show you how to get this cure. Walk with me. And who am I? I'm Billy Miller, the motivational minister. And they call me the motivational minister because I help people to improve their lives by teaching them life skills from the Bible. And today we're continuing a series called The Road to Habits. This is video number 4. So listen, if this is your first time here, or this is your first time being part of this series, still watch this video, and then afterwards go back and watch the other videos, and I'll link it up in the description of this video. But we're talking about the road to habits. And in case you didn't know, this is the year of developing good habits. This is the year of habits. And habits is the sweet spot that you want to be in. Why? Because habits connect you to a future. And so you just decide on the future you want, then find the habit that's going to take you there. All right. But you don't just wake up with habits. Habits are not automatic. There's a process to get the habits. There are roads that lead to habits. And that's what this series is. It's teaching you the different roads to get the habits. And we said in video number 1, first of all, you got to figure out, remember I said you got to decide on the future you want, then find the habit that's going to take you there. So road number 1 was the goal setting, right? And we talked about that in video number 1. And then once you drive down that road, when you get to the end of that road, you're going to come across a road called a discipline. You're going to have to start. And that's what a road of discipline. And discipline is doing something that you don't really like to get the results that you love. Oh man, you want to go check that video out too. But once you get to the road of disciplines, once you're going down that road, you're going to come to a road called consistency, right? And then once you go down that road to consistency, you're going to keep driving down that road, and eventually you're going to get to this road called momentum. And that's where we're at right now. Right now, we're about to talk about momentum. And I'm going to give you 5 nuggets that's going to help you to maintain momentum. All right, just 5 nuggets. And it's not going to take me that long to give you these 5 nuggets either. So you most definitely want to stay tuned in. But listen, let's get into it. Let's talk about nugget number 1. Nugget number 1 is momentum is not automatic. Momentum is not automatic. Now, inertia is automatic. Remember, we talked about inertia in the beginning of this video. Inertia is that resistance that you feel that's causing you to procrastinate on your goals, that's keeping you paralyzed, that's causing you to stand still and not move, waiting on perfection. You follow what I'm saying? And so that's automatic. But momentum is not automatic. Momentum is intentional. Momentum is something that you're going to have to do on purpose. And that's the purpose of this video, to get you to get to momentum. All right. As a matter of fact, let's look at the definition to momentum. I'm going to show you several definitions to go deep into it, but I'm going to break each one down. Look at the first definition to momentum. Momentum is the strength or force that something has when it's moving. Now, notice it says when it's moving. So momentum comes once something starts moving already. So once you're going, once you take action, there's the strength of that's going to come. There's this force that's going to come. Let's look at this other definition. Momentum is a boost of encouragement that allows you to continue or to grow stronger or faster as time passes. I want you to notice these key words. He says, a boost of encouragement that allows something to continue, right? So notice it's something that you're already doing, or to grow stronger or faster as time passes. Notice this is something that's already started. We'll get to that in a minute. But you just got to know that momentum is intentional. Momentum is intentional. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and get to number 2 because we done mentioned it. The second nugget is start is the cure and the seed. The start and the cure, the seed. What are you talking about, Billy? Well, start is the cure for inertia. Remember we talked about that? Well, guess what? Listen, you're going to have to start. Listen, we can't get around this. I mean, you listen, you don't got the vision board, you don't wrote the plan. At some point, you're going to have to start. I mean, you don't watch the videos, the YouTube videos, you done did the research. You're ready, aiming, but never firing. You're on your mark, get ready, get set, but then you're like, let me start over because I ain't ready yet. No, you're ready. You just need to start. And guess what? Momentum is on the other side of start. All right. And but listen, if you want to, you have this issue with inertia, which we all face. Start is where is the beginning. Start is the cure, right? But not only is it the cure, but it's a seed. Start is the seed to momentum. Look, take a screenshot of that right there. That's from my second whatever devil book. So start is the seed to momentum. So the first thing we get before momentum comes, we got to start. Start is the seed. This is the birthplace. This is the origin. You're going to have to start. There's no more dancing around it. Listen, if you're having issues with starting, I have a free resource that's going to help you. It's a series, a video series. It's almost like a course called the Start Collection. I'll put it in the description of this video, and I encourage you to go and binge watch the Start Collection if you're struggling with getting started. All right. Let's go to nugget number 3. Like I said, I'm not gonna hold you long. Nugget number 3. Momentum comes once you start. I alluded to this earlier. Remember, I said in the definitions, it doesn't start until it helps you to continue. It doesn't help you to start. Momentum helps you to continue, not to start. And so people have had it wrong because, like, for example, you may want to go to the gym, right? And you're waiting for this momentum to go to the gym. No, the momentum is not going to start before you go to the gym. The momentum is not going to come until after you go to the gym. You know, my biggest battle with going to the gym is before I get there. Momentum is going to come once I get there. It's the battle in my mind of getting there. Overcoming the excuses, overcoming the procrastination, overcoming the whatever reason I got for not going to the gym. You're waiting for this. You're not going to feel like going to the gym. But listen, I guarantee you, if you get in that gym and get started, you're going to all of a sudden feel this force, this energy that's going to come that you'll be like, you know what? I didn't even feel like doing it. But once I started, I felt like doing it. That's momentum. That's momentum. Look at this here. Look at this quote right here. I'm gonna put it up on the screen here. Momentum doesn't start until you start. That's another quote from that Whatever Devil book. Take a screenshot of that. Momentum doesn't start until you start. Quit waiting on the momentum to start. That's not how that works. That's not the order. Momentum doesn't start until you start. Once you start, here comes momentum. Got it? As a matter of fact, you know what? Look at this quote again. I had got so much revelation off of this quote that it's included in. Remember I told you about that video series called the Start Collection, right? The Start Collection. That video series was actually inspired by a chain. I'm sorry, a merch a merchant chain called the Start Collection that I created to keep me motivated to get started and to stay keep going. But I even have this quote on that shirt. I'm sorry to get distracted because I'm trying to see did I forget something. But let me stay focused. So momentum doesn't start until you start. I actually have that on the shirt. I don't have the shirt on now, but actually this shirt here is part of that momentum brand. But if you want to see any of those shirts, look in the description of this video. I'll link it there too. But also, if you've been paying attention to the slides, everybody that's on the slides when I talk about each nugget is wearing a momentum shirt. But that's just as a reminder. I wear these shirts as a reminder to stay focused, a reminder of what momentum is, and that and momentum doesn't start until I start. Look at let me put another down. Let's go deeper into the definition. It says momentum, the motivation that is gained by motion. Once again, the motivation that is gained by what? Motion. Something that's already moving. Momentum's not going to come until you get going. Because look at show you one more definition. It says momentum is that this is my favorite one right here. So most definitely take a screenshot of this one. It's that extra boost of energy that God gives you after you start. See, you're wondering how you're going to do it, and you're letting you try to solve problems in your mind before you even get there. And you're like, I don't know if I'm gonna be cut out for this. But God has this boost of energy, this extra, this force, this strength that's waiting on you to start. And it's going to come to you after you start. But you're not starting. And you're sitting there and you're frustrated. And you're on the verge of wanting to give up. When all you got to do is get started. Hey, I want to take this quick moment to share with you what I call the You Can't Quit Now bundle, which is a free resource that I have for you. Listen, we all going through hard times, we're all facing challenges, and we're all tempted to quit. Well, I created the You Can't Quit Now bundle just for you. It consists of this book, You Can't Quit Now. I'm going to send you the PDF file. I'm also going to send you a 11-minute audio download. And I'm also going to send you a 3-part video series. So I cover all of your learning. I give you something to read. I give you something to listen to. And I give you something to watch. I give it to you all for free. Just comment book in the comment section. And I'm going to send it to you, or you can click the link in the description. All for free. So let's get back to this dynamic teaching. All right, so we covered 3. We got 2 nuggets left. Stay with me. Stay with me. All right, let's get to this nugget number 4. You ready? Nugget number 4 is momentum's enemy, right? There's an enemy to momentum. It's called offense. It's called offense. Let me put another quote, and there's a third quote from that book. Offense is the enemy to momentum. Listen up, and the devil knows this. And so one of the take a screenshot of that. One of the devil's greatest threats is for a Christian to gain momentum, because now it's almost hard to stop them. See, momentum is like a plane. You ever see a plane take off? A plane doesn't go from the ground and straight up into the air, right? What it does, it goes down the runway, right? And it gets faster and faster and faster, and all of a sudden there's this lifting, there's this boost of energy, that's that momentum. Well, likewise, guess what? You're right here at the start, and you're trying to go from here to there. When in reality, you need to just get started, get going, add some consistency, and then as you keep going, as you keep showing up, there's this boost of energy that's going to come, and now you done took off. And the devil don't want you to take off, because you're right there to habits, because habits is the next road after momentum. And so how can he throw you off course? Let me tell you, the number one enemy is offense. Offense. And the devil uses offense to get you caught up, just like a fisherman uses a worm or a bait to get the fish hooked, set up for a trap. The devil uses offense, and you're walking around not realizing that people aren't your problem. So somebody said something wrong to you, and now you done fell for the bait, and now the devil's reeling you in, and you off course. You're over here chasing, being angry. You're bitter. You done got off course. And listen, you need to learn about offense. And if you want to learn about offense, listen, I got you covered. I done quoted the book. You see me quoting this book 3 times in this video. Listen, I want you to get this book right here. It's chapter 10, I believe. Chapter 10? Hold on, I got it right here. I want you to read the chapter. I have a whole chapter on offense. And I want you to read this chapter, because this chapter, yes, it is chapter 10. I want you to read this chapter on offense. I did a whole study on it, and it's going to help you to not fall for the trap. And listen, if you don't learn about offense, you're going to continue to get trapped up. You're going to continue to get off course, and you're going to continue to not reach your goals. I encourage you to get the book. Listen, the information in the description of the video. You can get the ebook, you can get the paperback copy. But most definitely, I encourage you to get this book, because it's going to help you to not fall for the bait, number one. But number two, it's going to help you to stay focused, which leads me to the last step, the last nugget in this series. And that is, focus preserves momentum. Focus preserves momentum. Listen, once you take off like that plane and you're in that air, now you're going to have to stay focused. And the enemy is going to be kind of come at you with all these offenses, things that'll get you off course. But you got to not let fall for the trap, and you got to stay focused. Can you stay focused? Look at this right here. Take a screenshot of this right here. The main reason people fall is broken focus. Listen, there's a lot of reasons that people fall. There's a lot of reasons that people fumble. But the number one reason people fall is broken focus. And now they're all caught up. Now they're in a situation that they wish they hadn't made bad decisions with. Listen, you're going to have to stay focused. And listen, if you do this right here, if you do everything to maintain this momentum, it's going to lead you right into habit. Got it? So listen, we talked about in video number 1, like I said, we says goal setting. You set your goals, right? And then once you set your goals, you're going to have to start. That's the discipline. Listen, discipline is the hardest part is not starting the day. The hardest part is continuing tomorrow. So then that's when it's going to lead to consistency. So follow me. So the first step, the first road is discipline. Second road is discipline, getting started. Third road is the consistency, right? And if you keep doing that, it may take weeks, it may take months, it may even take years. But eventually that consistency is going to lead to momentum. And momentum is going to slide you right into habits. Momentum is in the same area as habits. Momentum is related to habits. Momentum is vice president to the president of habits. You get what I'm saying? Is that you're that close. And if you maintain this momentum, like we just talked about, it's going to escort you right into habits. Now, I need to talk to you about what habits really mean. We need to explore the road of habits, because now we're here. And I'm explaining it all in this video right here. So just click that video and I'll see you there. Listen, I love you. Stay up, stay blessed, and always remember that the word is your life.